Hey guys, welcome to episode 80 of Lady K Sailing. Holy moly, 80 episodes. I know you're probably sick and tired of the Erie Canal at this point, but we have sort of one more episode about the Erie Canal, and I really wanted to take you guys through every single lock, so I know it got kind of boring, and I'm sorry about that. This should be the last one. I'm going to try in this episode to blitz through it and get right to Tonawanda at lock 34, 35, or whatever it is. So let's get started. Let's get cracking. Oh, good morning, guys. It is day number 5 on the Erie Canal. We are in Lyon, New York. Pretty cool little spot. You got free power. It's not a huge wall. I guess there's more room in front, but this section here has 4 power pedestals, so you get free power here. You're supposed to go and register at the fire department at the fire hall, and they have free showers and free Wi-Fi and all kinds of stuff like that for cruisers. But we got here very late and we're leaving very early. It is now 6:50. The lock is right in front of us and it opens at 7, so we're gonna just try to pull right up at 7 and say hey. Yeah, that's pretty much our plan. Get cracking. We're gonna stop in Fairport because Fairport is one of the best stops on the Erie Canal. We're gonna stop. All right, guys, it is now actually 7 a.m. What do you think is too early to call? If they open at 7, can you call right at 7, or do you wait till 7:05? I don't know what the polite etiquette is, but I'm gonna call them in like 1 minute. Lock 27, lock 27, lock 27. Don't know if you're awake yet, but we are one lonely sailboat looking for westbound passage as soon as we can. All right, that's 27 done. There's actually 2 lock 28s coming up. There's 28A and 28B. So it gets a little bit confusing, but he just got our numbers. They want to write down your registration number in your first lock every day. I'm not sure why, but that guy also wrote down the bow numbers on the dinghy. I don't know why, but anyway, we're gonna get cracking. He said he's gonna call the other locks and let them know that we're on our way. And I said we're gonna do as many as we can today, so he'll probably let them know that. So they should be expecting 1 sailboat westbound traffic, and hopefully the locks will be in the right position when we get there because of that, but you never know if there's other traffic. It just is what it is. Anyway, let's get out of here. All right, guys, right around the corner from 27 is 28A, and sure enough, that guy called this guy. Gates are already open, locks ready. I called him on the VHF. He's like, come on in. So let's do it. 28A going up. So now we're getting to the western section of the Erie Canal, which is where it's all pretty much man-made. Back there we had the Mohawk River, the Seneca River. They were able to use, when they built this in the 1800s, they were able to make use of these rivers. But up here, it's a lot more man-made, actually carved into the stone, and you can see that. There's going to be aqueducts and some ruins and things. There's a lot more to see at the Lake Erie end of this canal. And you can see right here, there's the remains of what looks like an old bridge. Got one on this side and one on this side. Anyway, other than that, we are at the next lock. So what's this one? 28 Bravo. Yeah, we're gonna give him a shout. I just see the lock limit sign. There's like a sign about a quarter mile from the lock. It's the lock limit, so you're not allowed to pass anymore, so the boats have to stay in order after that. So So I see the lock limit sign, so we should have like a quarter mile. Should be as we come around the corner. So this lock is kind of reputable because the walls are in pretty bad shape. So your fenders tend to get caught in little holes and stuff. But we found a spot on this wall and it's really smooth right here. I can see the other side though has some damage to it. So you want to be careful, maybe run a fender board instead of just fenders. But we get by with a fender and we just make sure that we don't put the fender in a hole. And if it is in a hole, we both push off the wall really hard to make sure that we get around the hole. So. This is 28B, 28 Bravo. It's a slow lock. The lift is only 12 feet and the water is moving up really, really slow. Compared to all the other locks, this one seems really slow. Which is good, it's easier to control the boat. The fast ones that are like 30 feet are, the boat's dancing all over the place and you're just struggling to push off the wall. Anyway, also on the lock sign, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. It always lists the lock height. And it'll list how far it is to the next lock in each direction. So, see on the sign there, it's 4 miles from the last lock we just came from eastbound, and westbound is 9.7 miles. Those are of course statute miles, not what we use. So it'll be a little bit less than 9.7 miles when you consider it to be nautical miles. It would be 9 or 8 point something, but all right, guys, we are coming up to Palmyra. I stayed here last year, and very, very friendly and generous YouTube viewer lent us his car, brought us into his home. Very, very cool. That was awesome. So if you're still watching, hi, we're back in Palmyra, but we're not stopping this time. We're gonna blitz on, and we're gonna go to Fairport and grab some lunch. Fairport is a very, very cool town. There's like restaurants and bars lining the Erie Canal, tie up on either side. But also last year, that's where I hit the keel on some rocks. So we're not gonna tie up at that spot. I don't know what the depth is on the north side, so I guess we're gonna find out today. Anyway, this is a cool part of the canal because it's very, very calm. It's, you know, 10 miles between the locks, so you got, you know, an hour and a half that you can just chill out. It smells fantastic. It's just trees and nature, and the air is very, very clean. We got the sun coming out. It's still a little bit cold, but I mean, it's nothing like yesterday. So, I mean, we kicked butt yesterday, but I think today we deserve to take it easy. Yeah, definitely a treat. Hey guys, so we got up early, left Fairport, which is a super cool town. We met the dockmaster, we met one of the bridge operators. Really cool bridge there, Guinness Book of World Records, no two angles the same. Anyway, we talked to the guy and he said they're actually going to be replacing that bridge. It's going to be inoperable for 15 months is the plan, but it's going to be inoperable in the up position. So the cars, out of luck. But the boats can still get through up and down the canal, so that's pretty cool for boaters, pretty bad for people that live there, so you know, you win, you lose. Anyway, did a few miles here from Fairport, and now we're at the first lock of the day, lock 32, and I'm calling him, but he hasn't answered. What do they open? 7 o'clock. He should be open at 7:45, so let's call him again. Lock 32, lock 32, lock 32. This is westbound traffic, 1 sailboat.
Lock 32, I'll just tell you for your sir.
Copy that, thank you so much. She called me sir. Usually they call you captain. Let's do it, lock 32. Fairport. 32 is a mile marker 254, and 33 is mile marker 255. So we should have 2 locks, one after the other. They didn't know we were coming though. It's the first lock of the day. So usually the first lock will get your numbers and write everything down, and then they'll call all the additional locks that you'll be hitting that day. But that first lock means they're not going to be ready for you unless you call on a cell phone way ahead of time. But usually you get there when they open, so there's no way to actually tell them you're coming. But anyway, we just pulled around the corner and saw the lock and went, oh, showtime. I can see the lock emptying now. You can see the water start to bubble up around the doors. It means that they're emptying the lock. And I think they leave them half full all night to keep both doors set, because the water actually holds the doors. So anyway, we can get in there and get it done. All right guys, we are coming into Brockport, another place where there's a free wall to tie up for the night. I think they have electrical and they have water and all that stuff, but again, we're not stopping. It's still only midday. It's like noon. We're gonna keep trucking on, but there are 2 lift bridges in Brockport, operated by 1 lift bridge operator. So the last lift bridge said they were gonna call this guy and let him know we're coming. So he should be at the first bridge, and then he'll let us through the bridge, and then you'll see him jump in his car. I think if he still got it, I think it was a Crown Victoria, and he'll drive down to the other bridge. So we just got to go slow between the bridges, watch him go by, and then he opens the other bridge for us. So it's interesting, but as soon as I can see the bridge, I'll call him. It's always 13, so I'll call him on 13 as soon as I can see it.
Brockport, go ahead, Lady K.
Hey, we're just pulling around the corner here, hoping we can get through.
Roger that. Once I get you in sight, I'll go ahead and start a lift for you.
Thank you kindly.
Not a problem. As soon as I get park cab down, I'll be right over to Main for you.
Copy that, thank you. So you can hear the bells to let pedestrians know that it's going to go up. And then the gates will come down on either end, and then the bridge goes up. They're all different speeds, so it's really hard to tell when it's going to be all the way up, but you definitely have to wait for the green light. So now he puts the bridge down, jumps in the car, meets us at the other bridge. Yeah, there's not a lot of space in here. At least there's a wall though. Tie up the wall if you wanted to.
Both fenders on the other side.
Yeah. Whoops. Hey guys, so what's it, day 7 I think on the Erie Canal. We are in Albion. It is our last stop before we finish the canal in Tonawanda, and we are in between the two bridges. We wanted to park here for the night, so we didn't bother with that bridge, so I'm going to call him in a second, and they open at 7 a.m. and it's like 7:30 now, so we should be all right. Then on to Tonawanda. We have 2 more locks today. We've got the last 2 locks on the Erie Canal, and then we're all done. So pretty cool. Very, very cool. Very cool town, very cool spot. If you come here, you have to go to 39 Problems. It's on the main street. Just go on the second bridge, go up the main street. On the left side, you'll see 39 Problems. It is the best food I've had on this whole trip. Like, the wings are good. I had a panzerotti or a calzone yesterday. Oh, to die for. That place is amazing. Anyway, let's get cracking. Albion Main Street Lift Bridge. Albion Lift Bridge. Albion Lift Bridge. Albion Lift Bridge. This is the westbound sailboat, Lady K.
Morning, Captain. How you doing?
Good, good. Good morning to you as well.
How far are folks going today?
We're going to do the whole thing right to Tonawanda.
Not a problem, Captain. I'll get this bridge up and out of the way, and then I'll meet you folks in Eagle Harbor in about a half hour.
Beautiful. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Roaming bridge operators. They operate more than one bridge, so she's going to meet us down at the next bridge. Pretty cool. Let's do it. All right, boys and girls, it is the last day on the Erie Canal. We got our pirate flag up, and we are cruising towards Tonawanda, leaving Albion. So, Alain, what do you think, man? Erie Canal.
Erie Canal's pretty cool, man.
Not bad. Pretty good spots, pretty good restaurants, pretty cool people.
Easy and chill.
Not bad. I think my favorite part of it is like small town America, like Albion. What a cool town. Greatest restaurant, I think, on the whole canal is at 39 Problems. I think that's the best restaurant here. It's cheap, really, really good food. They don't have enough beers on tap, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, you just, I mean, day 7, you can do it in 5 days probably if you hustle, but then you miss stuff, so not too shabby. I think coming up Erie was the right choice. I could have sailed up the coast and gone like Nova Scotia kind of thing, but this is better.
Is it though?
No, it's probably not. Tour boat in here, so we had to go port side at the last minute, so LA was on the ball. He switched the fender. Should be all right. We've got our weaker fender on the wall right now. Our strong fender's on the other side, so that might be a problem, but we'll see what happens. See how turbulent it is. So I guess of note, lock 34 and lock 35 are connected to each other, one end to the other, and that's it. You don't have any time to stop. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you learned something or you found it useful, please hit the thumbs up button right under the video. If you want to see next week's episode, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so that YouTube tells you when we've uploaded the next episode. And of course, thank you to our Patreons. Patreon allows you guys to send us a couple of bucks every time we drop a new episode. That helps keep the diesel in the tank, keeps the boat running, keeps us fed. So super big thanks to all of our Patreons. Patreon.com/LadyKSailing. That's it for this week. We will see you guys next week. Questions or comments, throw them below and we will get back to you. See ya.